What's up, guys? So, as you can see, we're leaving the studio. This is which studio in which can? Snowball, yes. In Nyari. Alvin just gave the best interview ever. Oh, by the way, welcome back to our channel. Please consider subscribing. It is so nice to have you here. First of all, the view. Yes, we are still going to sit down for story time, but I just thought we'd introduce you all, nicely. We are here with Avril getting into a really big car. You literally can't even see her. Avril, say hi to my YouTube people.
Hello, how are you? Let me
Look at the height difference. Like she's my daughter. So cute. She's our director, extraordinaire producer. Nini. What other title I forgot?
Just those for now.
Okay.
All other titles are for everything else.
The cutest. Follow her music.
Yes.
Follow her
And
music.
listen to Promise.
Listen to Promise.
Hakuna. Enjoy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, what's up? If you're a newbie, if you're an oldie.
Thank you very much for
my
always
shout out for
coming
always coming back. Of course, we love you guys being here.
Yeah.
If you have not watched the first episode of this series, you might want to do that first, because that was my story. Now we're going to Alvin's story today, and it's gonna be lit. Yes. I'm sure I know some stories, and I'm sure there's some stories that will shock me just as much as it will shock you. So we get to learn together. But before we get started, please subscribe.
Please.
Be part of the family.
Please.
Thank you so much, guys. So, without further ado, I am assuming you have your popcorns and tea and all the nice things, yummy things to keep you through the next 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, unless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
The
floor is yours, my good man.
Yes, madam.
Who are you? Tell us from the beginning.
In the beginning. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Alvin Lee Anyumba. Many people don't believe I'm called Lee, but that's my name. Trust me, it's on my national IDs, on my birth certificate.
So your mom
also.
just decided you're going to be Jet Li.
So my mom named this, my auntie named me. But anyway.
Auntie. Oh.
Yeah, Auntie Night.
Now you've learned. You see, you've started learning something.
Anyway, guys, I was born in Pumwani Hospital.
You were born where? I'm sorry. Okay. Start again. Pumwani what?
Hospital. Anyway, guys, sorry. I was born in Pumwani Hospital, and my
hospital.
Now you see, yours is even worse. It's so low. Hospital. You see. Stop being an American. Stop being an American. Just chill, enjoy. We're Africans.
Hospital.
We're Africans. Just allow it. It's an accent. Yeah. You be there. You're making life hard. Anyway, I was born in Pumwani Hospital. My mom, if I go, by then my mom watches this thing. So, mom, if a story is wrong, just text me on the side. Okay? Don't be. I was still young. I don't remember. Anyway, if I remember correctly, she took herself to the hospital, gave birth to me, and by the way, I got to meet the lady that pulled me out, the midwife. I've just put the picture there. That is her. It was an honor to meet her, guys. Have you ever met yours? That is how big this means. Like, I've met her twice, on my wedding day and my cousin's wedding. So it was an honor to meet her many years after that. Anyway, my mom gave birth to me there, went home. By the way, there's a name of mine that many of you people don't know. Ash!
Just tell the people. We're all family here. Tell them. Tell them how I tell them.
My name is Alvin Leo Mondi.
Oh
I remember. Yes, I'm on a mosh on my birth certificate, but just because I was bullied about that name in Uganda, I dropped it at a very young age, and I took over a number.
Who bullied you?
That story is coming hard. Anyways, why you on my case today?
Okay, I'll keep quiet.
What have I done? Huh?
That's interesting.
You want to bully your husband? Yeah.
Anyways,
what I remember from Huruma, I was staying with my grand auntie. You know, I like calling things the way they are. Anyway, that's my mom's auntie called Auntie Selin. And I also remember my other auntie visiting or staying with us for a few called Auntie Lillian, if I'm not wrong. But Auntie Selin was was the person I always used to run to for refuge when my mom became furious or wanted to spunk me. And yeah, I love her so much and I have to call her. Yeah, I have to actually do something for her. Anyways, during that time, I only remember her, my mom, and my auntie. That's according to my memory. I'm talking about memory of like 2-3 years old. That's what I remember. I was a very curious kid. First of all, I don't know whether we're doing badly off or well off. Me, I was just enjoying life the way it was. That was it. Whatever life presented is what I enjoyed. I was a very curious baby. I remember moments when my auntie actually looked for me on bed. Then my mom woke up to look for me, and then they find me playing under the bed in the dark. That was Alvin Lee for you.
You're playing with the boogeyman.
I don't know, man. Me, I was just playing as a kid. Yeah. Then other stories I remember about that. Every kid who was born in the late 90s, no, is it late 90s or what? Early 90s knows this. I don't know if it's done now, but it's called gargling. You know what gargling is? When you're trying to force a kid to drink porridge, they hold your nose so that you don't breathe as you're gasping for air through your mouth. They pour the uji there. I don't know how I'm still alive, but it's a miracle. Any baby is still alive and went through that, you're a fighter.
Mashara.
Because it's not easy.
You are gargoyle.
How didn't we get choked to death?
I think they had a system.
That
as you do, they release your mouth, your nose, and then now the uji enters, and then now they close your nose again.
Yeah, man, it was hell. Anyway, my mom at that time was the one I knew the most. She used to hustle for me, do everything she could for me. Her salary wasn't at the best. It was very low. It was low. But to be honest, as a baby, babies don't know whether things are thick or thin. We don't know. As we just having fun. Life. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed everything that she did for me. She made sure I was always smart. Because when I look at my baby pictures, I was smart, man. I had French cuts, my friend. I was looking like a, bruh. I was looking nice. So I really loved that. Other memories I remember about that part for Ruma was I used to play in old cars, old metallic. Old cars. The ones which are broken down on the side of the road. Yes, those ones. They never even used to do anything.
I know, you do the sound by yourself.
Exactly.
Then you imagine, man, our imagination was insane.
What? Our imagination was beyond.
So
I used to also enter big truck tires and then people push me
That was
down.
so much
If
fun.
my mom only knew that, I would be killed. I don't know if she ever got me. I don't remember. I don't
so
remember.
much fun.
But those are things we used to play. My uncles. I also remember many of my uncles. At that time, they were actually young. To me, they look like they're in their 40s, man. They're the niggas. Anyway, I had a lot of support from my uncles. They used to always come to me, visit me. What else did they used to do? They used to tell, when I had to go out with them, this is when I was introduced to uncle's line. Go put on your sandals and you go. I go chop chop. By the time I come out, heartbreak. That was my first heartbreak.
I left my life.
Boss.
The guys are not.
Hey, Maze, do you know, me having an evening walk with my uncles was all I dreamt of. It was fun. No, to be honest, like, the uncle is going to give you ball gum, those big ball gums.
The big ones, the jawbreakers.
Exactly, those big ones, yo. Saliva is drooling.
You can't even close your mouth properly.
My mom, to get it from my mom, hard, but for my uncles, easy.
I think it was like 5 bob. Then the other small ones are 1 bob.
1 bob. My friend, walking with my uncles, how they were walking with me, carrying me over Mtaros or something. It was the best. So that was for my uncle's part. That's all I remember about Ruma. Now from Ruma, all I remember, I was around 4 years old in Mombasa. 3, 4, I actually don't remember. Now that's when I got to, that's when my first memories of my father start, from Mombasa.
So where was he this whole time?
My dad, around that time, according to stories, he had his internship in Watamu. Yes. And also he was also in college also, around that time, Mutali College, if I'm not wrong. I think he was finishing, actually. Makes more sense now that I think about it.
Hospitality.
Yes, hospitality. Then after that, he went, that's the first memories of my dad was in Mombasa. That's when I got to see my dad. And then that's where also my first memories of my sister, Ivy, who I never really touched much as a kid, because I don't know, man. Ivy is my sister. We are close. But when we were kids, I could not tamper with her, because if I tamper with Ivy, she cries, I'm beaten. I'm the first one. So I used to just leave the fire alone. That is it. But that was me in Mombasa. I studied in SOS. SOS is like a what? It's a school for an organization, something of a sort.
Like Montessori.
I'm not sure even. SOS, guys, you know SOS, you understand. That's why I studied. We lived in a boys' quarters, and for me, life was amazing. I actually got to know that it's a boys' quarters when I'm an adult.
Whose boys' quarters?
It is a family friend's boys' quarters. Actually, she came to our wedding. They called Mama Ann.
Oh.
Yes. It was yes. That is where we used to stay in Mombasa, Bamburi. That's where we used to stay, and the memories I have there was the first one, The Adventures of Alvin Lee. This is how it starts. One day, I was at the entrance of the door of the boys' quarters. That was our home. I knew that was our home, and these people are neighbors. That's how I knew it. That's the truth.
So nice being a child.
You have no clue. Oh yes, I also remember floods in Nairobi, in Mombasa at that time. So I was at the entrance. Then I saw 2 dogs. They are dogs of that place, of that lady. One was called Jack. I don't remember what the other one was called. So they saw me. I saw them.
They saw you seeing them.
Exactly. You saw each other. Instead of getting back into the house and close the door, the very bright and wise Alvin ran out of the door. Those dogs pelekad me mbio. We ran around that house. So as I was chaparing a corner like this, I slid. And I slid.
You knew you're dead.
Receive my baby soul. Please, take me. That was it. So when the dogs got to me, I thought they were going to eat me up, rarua me. Man, the dogs were licking me, man. It's like they wanted to play. I don't know, they're just playful. Me as a kid, that's not a game. You want to eat me up. So that's what I remember. Another thing I remember about Mombasa as a kid was floods. There's a time there was floods and actually the Maji filled up, I think a quarter from down of our house, almost halfway. Yes, so we had to move.
So you guys are just swimming in the house?
Yeah, in the Nini, in the boys' quarters. So we had to move to the main house and chill there. That's when I remember having spaghetti and meat. Was it? It was minced meat. Oh,
for the first time?
I don't remember, but that's my first memory of it. We might have had it, but I just don't remember. That's my first. And it was an amazing time. That was for the floods. I used to play with crabs, the black crabs in our compound. I used to play with them. And also that's when I fell in love with pilau. Oh,
no, you don't order. You ask, please, babe.
Please,
can
babe.
You make? Yes.
Please, babe. Can you find it in your kind, humble,
Yes.
down to earth heart to make for your
us.
husband pilau and put a lot of kachumbari
I'll think about it.
and chili.
The kachumbari story.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, that was Mombasa. Now, Mombasa was an interesting phase for me because I was just an adventurous kid. I used to play alone most of the time. I don't want to say I was a loner. I'm an introvert who is extroverted. I don't know if that makes sense.
You apply what is needed.
Yes,
when it's needed.
I can adjust to any situation. I have no problem being alone and I have no problem being in a group of people. I know how to adjust accordingly.
That's a trait you share with my dad, by the way.
As in me, I share with your dad.
Yeah. My father loves to be alone. If he can be alone forever, he'll be the happiest.
It's okay.
But when he's around people, you
You
think
also, exactly.
he's the funniest person on earth.
Well, I guess you married your father. I mean, in a different. Well. Anyway, that's what happens. You'll 95% of the time you'll get married to person who has your father's characters or your mother's characters. Like even Nessie. Oh my God, there are many things I thought I stopped dealing with once I left my mother's house. Well, it's still here.
They are here reloaded. Reloaded in a younger
2.0. Anyway, from Mombasa, I remember Kampala. The year was...
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
But then this has disturbed me with this thing for the longest time. You guys, before you judge me, you have to notice that I moved countries, man. I've adopted two different accents, pronunciations, and right now I actually don't know which is right. It's the truth.
Hospital.
You said hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway, you Kenyans say the years.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
The year.
That is American, my friend.
Yeah, the year.
No, Kenyans say years. I've heard it many times. Yes.
Years.
Yes, years. Years. Anyway, the year was 1998. 1998. I was in Kampala, Uganda. That's when I was. I would say I was around what? I don't. 5, 6 there. That is when now people are doing math. How old is that? Useless. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the house was a 4-bedroom house. 3. But it was a big house. Okay, in my eyes, but to be honest, it was big. In Uganda, at that time, these things of apartments were very few.
Yeah.
We have big houses, like you can find 2 big bungalows in one compound, and the compound is insane.
Actually, even now, when you go to Uganda, you find most houses are low-lying bungalows.
Yes.
There are no like skyscrapers.
But
There are fewer.
They're few, to be honest. And many people own their own houses, actually.
Yeah.
So the house was, woo, my friend, that's the first time. I remember my dad was already staying there. So what happened is my dad starts, organize, then now we come. So we came.
Rightfully so.
When he came, I saw a fruit basket. I don't know whether I was hungry or not. I ran very fast to have my first bite. Kumbe, it was wood. It was fruits made out of wood.
The fake fruits.
Yeah, fake fruits. Nowadays they're plastic, but I don't know, man. It was my dad's whatever, home design, I don't know. Whatever it was. But that was interesting. Now this is when real adventures start. Number one, Alvin only knew Kiswahili. The Kiswahili that I only knew was for all those years, 4 or 5 years. I never knew English apart from, hi, how are you? Come, go. Yeah.
The basics.
The basics. That's the only English I knew. To be honest, I've never been in a Kiswahili class unless SOS, if I'm not wrong. But if there's no Kiswahili lessons there, then I've never had Kiswahili classes in my entire life up to now. Even in Uganda, when there's Kiswahili, I still never attended any class or enrolled for Kiswahili classes. Then that's when we met our first family friends, Mashara, that's Sandra Allen, Priscilla, Gilbert, all those guys. So this was it. This is our house. This is Sandra's house. Our compound was big next to the gate. Alan's and Sandra's house was also big. Kina Gilbert's were behind. Now that is where fun starts. I had an American.
Can you say what led from the living in the boys' quarters to now this big compounded house?
Okay, as a kid, I never used to register that, oh my God, we have been suffering to now. To be honest, I do not remember. May did not register anything. Me, it's this is life. Blend in and enjoy. That was it. So I cannot even say that we suffered in Huruma. I can't even say we suffered in Mombasa in the boys' quarters or the other house. I don't know whether it's boys' quarters or the other house. I don't know. I can't say we suffered. Me, I was enjoying. I was living my life. Me, I was enjoying life. To be honest, I never lacked food. I always had food. My mom made sure I was always fed. I was always smart. I was always smart. My haircuts, oh my God, I've kept the same haircut for a very long time, by the way.
Except for when you were dating.
Okay, that was my midlife adolescence.
It's nothing like that. That's
Yes.
pineapple head. Amanda. In fact, you should put your picture
I'll put it there.
People know what I had to do with.
Man, for me, I was happy that my hair could look like dreads without intentionally twisting them. So I was happy about that. Anyways, in Kampala, the house was big. Memories I have from there was starting to learn English. Now, I remember even learning colors. At this point, I will get there, don't go very far. So learning English. I also remember getting confirmed. We were Catholic then, and there's a guy called Father David. At this point, we used to go to, for all the Ugandans, you know Rubaga Catholic Church. Yes, Rubaga Catholic Church. That's where I used to go to. That's where I got confirmed. That's why I knew all Hail Mary, Mother of God, everything. I used to go every Saturday for confirmation. Then finally got confirmed. Then introduction of a very important person in my life till today, Uncle Lucky.
Oh, Uncle Lucky, Mashara.
Oh my goodness. Hey,
Uncle Lucky is the best.
Anyway,
Period.
Uncle Lucky is like the second last born of my father's side. So is my father's young brother. And that guy has been through it all with me. He has literally raised me, you know.
Oh,
It's the truth. Now this is how it is. So Uncle Lucky came for school in Uganda and used to go to a secondary school called Lubiri High School.
Lubiri?
Yes, Lubiri High School was next to Rubaga Catholic Church. Uncle Lucky is a very bright guy. That dude, whatever, is my uncle. Anyway, we are boys. When you used to prepare me for school, so waking me up, I'm sleeping. Me, I was a stubborn kid. Me, I don't understand how.
You're still stubborn.
I'm not stubborn. I'm not stubborn.
Look. Exhibit A.
Just saying I'm not stubborn.
Why is your volume going up? That's the question I'm asking.
Because they're not hearing me.
No.
Anyway, I was a stubborn kid-ish, because waking me up for school was a struggle. He used to wash me while I'm still sleeping. I'm still finalizing asleep. I remember that very well. Then he takes me to the school bus stop. At that time, I was going to a kindergarten school in Kampala. And then once the bus picks me up, then he walks. Or sometimes he used to take matatu to school. So he had to first drop me, pick me, then he goes. And for that, I'll forever be grateful. Yes, and actually in our family we call him the firstborn of the house. Yeah, because he was the older one. He took care of all of us.
He's like a big brother to you.
Anyway, but what I remember is this: Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers!
In the evening, 6 p.m. That's when we used to watch our Power Rangers.
That was the best time to watch TV. Everything was just so juicy.
Boss, it was
from like 3:30 all the way till 5:30.
It was a wrap.
Best time.
But if you're to watch Power Rangers now, and you're like, what the quality was
so bad.
But to us at that time, man, that was it. So I remember there was another kind of Power Rangers that used to be on Mnet, if I'm not wrong, or Movie Magic, I don't remember. So our place, sorry, we didn't have that. So me, I used to run to Kinasandra's place. But now my mom, don't enter neighbors' houses or do not eat.
Why did our parents have that?
My friend, adjust to the moment. Don't eat at the neighbor's house. So who is Alvin? I try and be obedient. I watch the TV through the window. So I'm just there watching TV through the window. You get the curtain, then you just watch.
Oh yeah.
But I was not suffering, babe. Me, that was fun. Yeah. Then after that, I remember as I was watching, then Ochunglo's insects are pandering me, and I have no clue.
The fire ants.
Pandering ants, man. They have red heads. Pandering me. Then, boom! They bite on my doo-doo.
Why'd you call it doo-doo?
Because that's what all that's how I was brought up. They call it
doo-doo. Beat your doo-doo.
I cried. I cried. Oh, yeah, but that's when I was watching TV through the window.
You did feel it lagoing your...
No, Power Rangers is playing, my friend. And after Power Rangers, you have to come out and act everything. So you come out and you fight, my friend. So I remember I used to love Zach, because Zach was the black guy. But then, because Alan is older than me, and his shape of head was kind of like Zach. I used to feel kind of inferior. So I was like, okay, take Zach. Me, I'll just take Billy. Billy was the blue guy. He was blue with specs. He was the, what do you call it?
The geek.
He was the geek. So for me, I used to just, be the geek there. Yeah.
Me, I was always a pink one.
Kimberly. I remember
always,
all the names.
Everywhere.
Anyway, that was it. Then we fight outside and all that stuff. So there were many adventures I had there. I also remember I might have survived being kidnapped, because during that time in Uganda there's a lot of child sacrifices and children disappearing. True story. Now that one I could understand. So I remember one day the house help was going to buy paraffin from the... Oh my God, we used to go and buy paraffin for the stove.
So you know
how it
used to smell.
I remember, yes, I know how it used to smell. Your oud.
My oud.
Maybe you should make perfume out of that.
Yeah. Paraffin.
Paraffin.
I can never. I have PTSD. I know.
Anyways, so I was following her, going to the petrol station to buy the paraffin. But I was a kid. Kids will always lag behind. I was not even trying to be in front of her. So she's ahead of me. Then there's this dude sitting at the fence of some house with a slasher or a panga, I don't remember, and a sack. So he told me, boy. Now Ugandans is not saying boy, they say boy, garo. Okay. But like boy, jebare. I was like, jendisebo. Then I was like,
translate, what do you mean? You think we all speak Luganda?
How are you, boy? How are you? I'm fine, sir. Yes. And I was learning Luganda, so it's not like I was even fluent at Luganda. By the way, I've never been fluent at Luganda anyway. I just hated that language, though the accent, nyongad till today. So that dude told me, no, you come and greet me. Come and shake my hand. To be honest, my heart rate pandered. I was like, I can't greet you. Then all the stories I hear of children disappearing, child sacrifices. By the time I came back to life, boom, the guy had songa the beat. Boss! I picked up. Because I think at that time I was looking at him, but I was really, it's like having that rush of collecting data. By the time I got back, the guy had come closer. I ran and now I held Auntie Goretti. That was our house help. I used to call her Auntie Goretti. I remember her name. Held her hand. By then my childhood memory is like for a cat. My mom actually gets shocked up to now. I remember details she doesn't even believe.
Cats have memories.
Yes, they do. I held even elephants. I held her hands
Elephants.
now.
Why didn't you say like
Elephants.
elephants? Cats are so
Then that's how I might have survived that. Another thing I also remember was Kiboko. Now Uncle Lucky is trying to teach me colors. Blue, green, red, yellow. Remember Power Rangers? Yes. Kimberly, what's a color? Pink. Billy, what's a color? Blue. But no, this specific evening, Billy is not blue in Power Rangers. You know why? My mom is washing dishes in the kitchen. So you know that small kitchen window? So she's looking at me through the kitchen window, and I know she's looking at me. I can feel it. So I panicked. And as my uncle is clearly pointing at blue, calling it Billy. But no, that day it was green. I panicked and I said it is green. If we don't understand, my relationship with my mom when I was a kid was that of Tom and Jerry, cat and mouse. My goodness, I feared my mom. It was insane. Like anything, boss.
It's ready for war.
Whoa, hey, my friend. So Kiboko used to rain on me. By the way, I've not even told you things I used to do. I was always caught in the wrong at home. Kiboko. Ivy goes lies, Alvin has done this, Kiboko. Sometimes I might have done it, Kiboko. She reports on me, Kiboko. Anything. My mom comes from work. No, but now that she's superb. My mom comes from work, she's pissed, Kiboko. Yani, my friend.
Kiboko everywhere.
Kiboko. Oh, I remember we used to have kuku, you know. Hey, by the way, why did my parents used to force issues? Actually, my mom, why did you used to force issues? Do you know we must rear chicken in town?
Even today.
We must. By the way, my mom has, yes, she loves rearing cuckoos. She has actually even reared cuckoos in Mombasa when we went back later on.
Those Kenyaji ones.
Do you know where the cuckoos used to be? You know these small cupboards in the kitchen where you put the saucepans? That is where cuckoos. I remember, yes. In the evening, cuckoos used to even know where they sleep.
Are you serious?
They come to the back door, the kitchen door is a back door. See them? They enter there and they just chill in the kabatis. I remember that very well.
Mom is so smart.
Yeah. Anyway, that's how I used to stay. At all. Then also at that age, that is when I also got cerebral malaria. That was the age of 6. Now, I used to act. Okay, I'm a stubborn kid. Not really stubborn, but I'm a, how do I call it? Very adventurous kid. So when I'm sick, how cerebral malaria makes you act sometimes is unusual. So my parents think this kid is just playing
himself.
Yeah, being himself. My friend, there's a time my dad came back home, I was hot, and our house help at the time, Goretti, was holding me, and my temperature was high. My dad woke, as in that's when he said, by then this kid is actually sick.
What were you doing? Were you like?
I do. At that time now, it was badly off. I remember how that scene was. They rushed me to hospital, Rubaga Hospital. We had our family doctor there, and the doctor said if they just delayed, I think 30 minutes or something, your boy Alvin Lee, aka Dingo, will be out.
Funny fact, I was also suffering from the same thing at the same age.
That is
so when I was 6, this is something my auntie told me.
We have to break that curse, baby.
The other day. We rebuke it in Jesus'
name. Amen.
My auntie told me this the other day. My mom had never told me that when I was 6, at that time we were still poor.
Yeah.
You remember? I got sick. I was heating up. And me, I was a calm kid, so I didn't have anything showing. Then my auntie came. Where? How did she rush? At least her husband at the time had a car. Mboo to Aga Khan. Because that time we didn't have money for anything. They said if this kid even stayed an extra 10 minutes,
Kusha maneno.
imagine you wouldn't have this channel, this wouldn't be happening, you wouldn't be married, you'd have died 2 years earlier, I'd have died 2 years after you. We thank God. Thank God.
Life for what? Anyway, that entire time when I was 6 years old, 3 months I was admitted at Rubaga Hospital. Why I know it was 3 months was because I missed the whole of class 1 first term. That's how I know.
It was a whole 3 months.
Yes, it was a whole. I missed the whole of first term because I came back now second term. And after second term, when hey man, my memories at school are insane. There's a kid who also collapsed and had a seizure and had form and actually died. That was in Winston Academy.
In class?
That was when I'm just from a hospital. I'm now much better. I'm now going back to school. Day one of going back to school, it's raining. A kid collapsed down. He bleeds. He foams in the mouth. His eyes roll up, and he died. There.
Right in front of you.
Yeah, I think, but he died. I don't remember if he died then, but he died. Yes, I remember that. So I remember all those as a kid. I don't know how to say these things register. They don't really haunt you or traumatize you there.
I think your brain just refuses. Like, nope,
I don't know.
Not going to process that information.
Because later on, that's when you think it and like, what? McHugh, this is a very true story. When I was admitted with cerebral malaria, when I was trying to recover, in the next ward, it was covered with a glass. I watched a kid die. Yes, I watched the father and mother there. I was with Uncle Lucky or my mom on my bed. And I watched the kid die, then the mother cried. Now for me, I'm still sick. It still doesn't register. These are things that I later on in life said, what? I watched a kid die without knowing.
2 kids now.
Yeah. But anyway.
Where?
We thank God for life. We thank God for life.
Do you have PTSD?
No, me I'm okay. Me see the positive things in life. I cannot be held back. Anyway, those are things I remember. Another thing I remember was Olafia Chapo. Still, this is still me at 6 years old.
To date.
I'm not.
Maybe on Chapo Pilau.
Pilau first. Then Chapo
tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Look,
So I remember my mom, this cook chapo. Alvin is 6 years old and this is a 6-year-old eating 5 to 6 chapos.
Yo.
Then I go to bed and I cannot sleep because I am full to the epiglottis. I am full to the epiglottis, my friend. Then at that night, I later got some sleep. Then I woke up because I got also heartburn. It was chapo and dengue. Dengue till today gives me heartburn. So with the mixture of heartburn, I vomited on Uncle Lucky. Mama mia.
On him?
Yes, in the night.
Oh, you're sleeping with him?
When Uncle Lucky, man. You're going through a lot. I vomited on him and in the middle of the night. But that was, I used to just love chapo. Let me tell you how much I love chapo. When my mom used to beat, I don't know if it was, okay, at that age, I feel like I'm dying, man. They're killing me. My mom is killing me, man.
You're so dramatic.
It's true. But you think there's drama? I'm not even reached. Drama will come in part 4. This is just a warm-up. So that when you get to part 4, you guys understand the Alvin. But my mom is beating me, my friend. I'm seeing I am dying. Then I get pissed. By then, I'm packing my clothes. I'm leaving home. Today,
You're tired.
in the preparation of leaving home, I'm walking out. My mom said, Papa, where are you going? In my head, what do you mean?
You just killed me.
You almost killed me. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm leaving you. I hate you. That's all in my head, of course.
So you can't say that.
You can't say, what? You have
Then
to say
you will die for real.
Exactly.
You will die for real.
But that's your mind. What do you mean? I'm leaving you. In fact, never call me.
That's all in your head, but in real
That's all in my
life.
head.
Yes.
But then, keyword is, Baba, I'll cook for you, chapo. I even get mad.
Mother.
I get mad because that is my
Weakness.
weakness.
Oh yeah.
I'll go for it. Ah, I'm getting so soft. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so mad, man. Then the cook chapo. Then the rest is history. I even forget that I was king that day. Everything is
That's
out.
a toxic relationship. Toxic.
Then I remember we had now we moved from that house. We moved from that big 4-3 bedroom house. I don't remember it was 4-3, but all I know it was big. It was big. Actually, right now my parents went back there and discovered it has been turned into a mortuary. Yes, that entire place. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. You know what's funny? I even remember our landlord lady. Our landlady's name. I remember.
Good for you, babe.
And then I also remember we used to be chased out of the house sometimes. And so we chill at the back of the kitchen with all our belongings. Down there. Alvin is having the best time of his life. Me, it doesn't register. I know things are bad, but I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm playing around. It's an adventure to have all your things outside. You understand? That was the adventure. The mattress is there, like wow, me, I'm having fun. Then my dad comes, then things are sorted, then we get back inside the house. I think that happened like twice, if I'm not wrong. Then after that, we moved from that house to Lunguja. Lunguja is not far away from where I used to stay. That was called Natete. All the Ugandans click this thing. Or Kenyans who lived in Uganda, you understand? Natete. So we moved from Natete, Wakaliga, to Lunguja. Now, Lunguja was a downgrade to a 2-bedroom house, small in, do you know these old ancient houses around Hurlingham areas, Kilimani, which have their own compound, but they're old. They look like they're for the colonialists-ish. Because they have their own compound, they have trees and stuff. That was kind of how we used, that was a place we used to live in. And that's where I met my first or second crush, puppy love.
Who was your first?
I'm not mentioning names because she'll watch here and she'll say, anyway.
Tell me on the side.
No,
you have to tell me on the side.
Why? It's
Remind
history.
me. Remind me, babe.
Z is your clue. Anyway, I'm still saying, my ear. That's a problem, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I've remembered.
Anyways, I don't know how to mention this or not. Anyway, I don't care. She was a pointee. So the father was white and the mother was a Ugandan twin. They're twins, identical twins. And I had adventures in that place. Then our other neighbor was a Ugandan man married to a Rwandese. So it was just Madogodanyo. Mixture of neighbors, 3 neighbors. That's how it used to be. At that point, that's when I remember we used to have a house girl called Jen who was a Luya. For us, our house helps were from Kenya, bring to Uganda. She used to cook her own tea in we had a big white jug. Attila's people. Big white jug. She cooks her own tea, puts it there. Then now cooks the family tea. She used to drink that. She used to have some mapengo. So she used to come and pick me from school in the evening. At that point, I had changed schools to Sapolo Kagwa. When I see her at the gate like this, remember at home I have a home crush. At school I also have a school crush.
Shame.
Shame what?
What kind of a boy is this?
I'm a boy.
You have like 5 million crushes.
I'm saying 2. Where did the exaggeration of 5 million come from?
You're a player. That's what
Crush. I didn't start any relationship. So I was not a player.
She's a runner, he's a track star.
When I see her at the gate, me and Irene also at that moment also had an oldish housey. My friend, so we relate. But little does she know she's also my crush. So for me, we're in a relationship and it's thick. It's thick. Both of us, we ran Peter, both of those houses, we ran out of the gate because as long as the gate man sees that they've come to pick you, you're free to go. So he just slashed and we walk ahead of them because we don't want anyone at school to know that our houses are old. That was it. That was it. But then, even before this story, I've just jumped one story before I went to Sapolo Kagwa Primary School. When I was back at Winston, the sweetest things I remember with my mom was the school bus used to pass in front of our workplace as a shortcut to prevent traffic. At that time, she was a waiter at a restaurant. She used to put on orange and some green color, if I don't remember wrongly. But our bus used to pass there. So when our bus passes, I used to be, of course, backbenchers. I used to peep to see if mom is there, and I see her there.
Flagging
the bus, and she's
so
happy.
sweet.
So me, I know my mom is going to give me a banana, egg bread. What you made for me today?
Egg bread. It's a French
toast. Exactly.
Egg
Some sandwich or something. And she used to pass it through the window for me.
Aww.
And she said, "See you at home. Bye."
Cry, my heart.
Anyway, that was
so sweet. Gosh.
You know, now that I'm old, when I think about these things,
like crying a bit.
it rubs all the kibokos.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. I was not also easy to deal with. But anyway, that's
still not easy to deal with.
Get out of here, man.
But we still love you, babe.
Anyway, in Sao Paulo, Kagwa, I remember that's when I started acting. I loved acting. Even in Sunday school, I was acting. I acted as Jesus. I acted as Jesus after watching Passion. Was it after watching Passion of Christ? Because when I watched Passion of Christ, the house help we had at that time actually believed 100% that was Jesus. You could not tell
that was
otherwise.
the point.
No, as in the point is for her. That one in the TV.
This is Jesus.
It's Jesus.
See, that was the point of the acting. So people think that's Jesus.
Anyway, first you could not tell her. You tell her, no, he's acting. That is just. You cried. My dad refused to cry. He went to the bedroom and didn't finish the movie. Maybe he cried.
He probably cried.
Then at that age also, I remember watching Nigerian movies. But before I get there, let me leave you hanging there. In Loguja, our TV used to get locked. Because Alvin can watch TV all through. So when the TV used to get locked, cannot be defeated. I get out, I go to Zoe's house. Peep! I'm like, hey,
nobody can stop reggae.
Put the channel, no, go back. So she's there zapping on the name. That one. So I just walk there. As I'm watching, time goes. Then it's around 5:30. I'm still watching. I feel a hot slipper on my bum. Well, till today, my mom will always say, so you don't want me to watch TV. What do you want me to? I need entertainment. And you don't want me to be, hey, my mom used to flog you on that. And you're watching TV and the neighbors
from the window.
Don't you have any dignity, integrity? Sit in the house and think. That will come later. That will come later. Hey, but that moment was nice. I used to watch TV out through our neighbor's window. But for me, it was fun. It was an adventure, and also I'm hungry. So if they're serving them food, their father was always very generous. He used to also give me food. Alvin,
through the window.
Come and eat. Or sometimes he used to open. When he used to open, I said, no, my mom said no. No, come in. I will talk to her. Hey. Man, you don't know her the way I know her, man. Yeah, she may be okay. Get back home. Hey, friend. Anyway, that was it. Then I remember I used to. Now my dad. Now this is when I remember the first memories of my dad actually caning me, and this was only academics. That was my dad. Academics. That's all. So mathematics is number one. I used to be number one in mathematics. That was always him.
All of them.
Always.
All of
Number
them
one.
were number one. You
So-
wonder who was number two.
You used to check, your parent has to check your homework, then sign at the end of the homework. Now see. So when I used to take my homework to my father, he used to see a lot of stupid mistakes, more so in mathematics. Stupid. But now that I remember, they're actually stupid. Like even when he asked me 2 plus whatever, or 6 divided by this is what? I tell him the answer. Then he said, and what did you write? Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, you would do
as
that.
I'm doing, BAM! On my back, my friend, I cannot figure. Then he says, tomorrow, I want you to go and collect 10 sticks, put them under my bed. For me, tomorrow, I go collect avocado sticks, avocado branches at the backyard. And those ones are brittle, they're weak. When they dry up, they're weak. So I put them under the bed. So when my dad wants to cane me about something, each stroke, it breaks. Each stroke, it breaks. He said, Alvin,
Think you're smart, eh?
go and get me good sticks tomorrow. Boss, when my father talks like that, my mom can talk all she wants, but it's your father who has talked like that, my friend. My friend, please.
Utashikamita.
Boss, the next day,
Diligent.
I look for the best guava tree. They're the
That will
best
hurt
tree.
you the most.
Yeah, they cannot easily, you know, they're flexible, but they cannot. I'm even looking at them.
Even testing them.
Test them. I even gave him extra of 5 more, so that 15 sticks. Put them under his bed.
It's such a good
Then homework. Because my dad is a different breed. You know, when a person does not speak much, what do you expect?
You don't know what
You
he's
don't know what to
thinking.
expect. Please behave. So I put it on the bed. So homework, apple, use chapami. Then I started getting smart. I stopped taking for him homework to check. I started forging his signature. Dad, I'm sorry. I said forging his signature. So at school, I used to sign as my dad. I swear.
Okay, we all did.
And
that.
I've
Today.
never been caught till today.
Even me, I signed with my parents' signature.
I've always done that. Then I remember he used to send me to the shop to buy things. So I used to go to his wallet, Baba, go to my wallet, get 5,000 bob. That's Ugandan man. That's like around 100 something or 2,000. I don't even remember. 100 or 200. I don't remember. I get that. I go buy. I keep the change. I don't take back change. My dad keeps quiet. Because I see there are many notes, man. This guy is rich. He doesn't need it. I need it. He's rich. Then I tell Dad, I need to pay for swimming, blah, blah. At that time, my school, Sapolo, used to go for swimming at Ivy's kindergarten school called Lina Daycare. Yeah. You know what's funny? Is that despite of where we live, we had the best schools.
Your dad has priorities.
I'm not lying to you.
Priorities.
Best as a low man.
My friend.
If it is Harvard in the saying the village, please,
You will go.
you will go. You will go. So that was it. So my sister's daycare school had a swimming pool, and all the cool kids in school are going. Me, I'm there. Do you know how heartbreaking it is? You're in class, half of the class is not there because they've gone swimming. You are just there with the fakest kids.
You're among the fakest.
You're among the fakest. You're just there playing paper games, rubber
Fair.
bands, and I got tired of that thing. Also, and then to make it worse, my crush is part of the swimming. And then the boy who is trying to catch her is there. No way!
we cannot take
We
it.
cannot take it. I'm not taking this. What?
Are you telling me the truth?
What? I said no. My dad has refused to pay for me. Strategy. He will send me to his wallet. He sent me to his wallet. He tells me to pick this, may I pick that plus. I save. Plus, I save. I paid for my
You're a
swimming.
thief. No, you're a thief.
Babe,
Let's go last
Can I
spade.
just think?
You are
No.
a thief.
I was borrowing.
You're borrowing silently,
I was
which
borrowing.
is equal to 10.
So I used to steal and I paid for my swimming. It was tuition, which was 5,000 Ugandan money, which was something good for me. Like, no, it doesn't actually 5,000. It was 20,000.
Whatever the amount
Ugandan money.
you paid.
Yes, I paid. I was the happiest girl on earth, man. Now my crush is there. I'm seeing you, boy, you running me. Do not try get next to her. Then that's when I started by then I started swimming at 6, but I loved swimming so much, and my dad is trying to prevent me from swimming. And plus, my friend who is also interested in her goes, and I'm not going. There's no way. So I started swimming class. Now, one particular Sunday before church, my dad was like, Baba, did you take money from my wallet? Okay. Then my mom has her own ways. Baba, I saw you take money from daddy's wallet. Maku, she never saw me, but she used to just do that reverse psychology thing on me. So in my head, I'm like, damn, she saw me. At that time, I had my old father's wallet as my wallet. So it was a pleasure for me to have a wallet. So I said, it's in my wallet. Thank you very much. Baba, where's the wallet? I go, oh, it's here. Okay. Pa! 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 My mom just first warmed up for my dad. Now my dad took over. It's a Sunday morning. My friend, this is the couch, bend over on the couch. So I'm facing this side, my bum is here exposed. Fresh, marinated. Those I was chapwad kiboko. I had bumps.
On your bum.
On my bum. Or bumps. Then I had the valisha me go and shower and ate that breakfast. And breakfast was bread and eggs. Your eyes are red. Man, it's mixed feelings. I've just come from Kiboko and you're trying to also make me look smart and eat good food. It's mixed feelings, mixed emotions at the same time. Then at that time I'm going to church. At that time I remember the church was called Gospel Assemblies in Kampala. Yes, YMCA. Hey, my friend, I remember. Yeah, at YMCA. That's where I met actually Tim, my friend, our family friend. Yeah. Yes, and Tim was like, hey, bro, man, what's up, man? Because in Sunday school, it's benches. No, not benches. These. The
Kibandaski ones.
No. You know these chairs which have place where you can put your notepad and so it's still hard. Man, I could not sit in Sunday school and my eyes are red. And here Sunday school teacher is teaching about don't steal, blah blah blah. Here I am. Exhibit A.
This is why
I'm the one. Hey, it was hell, my friend. Then at that time I also remember my dad caught a thief trying to steal the kitchen curtain. I'll never forget that day. The hand was actually peeping in my dad. You see. Bah! They hit his hand. That guy shouted outside there. My dad was pissed as hell. Then I also remember my dad also survived a carjack where he was shot in the leg, if I'm not wrong, because he used to have in the thigh or something, yeah. But for me at that age, I still don't. Okay, but as in, it still doesn't register as much.
Yeah.
Then also my dad is a guy of reward, or talks of reward if you perform well in school. So he told me be top 3 in school, buy your BMX, because I love BMX bikes. This time I was in class 3. I became number 3. Did I say a BMX? No. Decline. But me, that's how I am. If you give me something to work towards, I will do everything to get there. But if I don't get in run, I'm back down. That was that was
the
it.
Motivation goes.
Yeah. Then I also used to play with snails at that time.
Yeah.
I used to play with snails and even create for them at a landing. They used to even produce yellow eggs. Then they disappear. I used to. Anyway, then Nigerian movies. This is when I was really introduced to Nigerian movies, starting with Aki and Popo, which was Aki and Ukwa. Those are those short Nigerian guys. For me, I used to think they're kids. And I was like, wow, these guys can act. These kids can act. I want to. Kumbe, they're adults, man. Anyway, the stories there. Like, you just go and watch Aki na Ukwa. Like, the stupidity is insane. Now Alvin became even more crazy kid, man. I was just a crazy kid. After that, because now I borrow from there, you know. Then I remember also watching my first Nigeria horrific movies like Suicide Mission,
Wow, Suicide
Boss.
Mission was scary.
Blood Sisters, Genevieve
That's where
and
you get-
Emotola.
That's where you
Boss.
get those juju people.
Yes. Those are the eyes.
Yeah, and it's like,
So I remember that time, our bedroom, the door, I sleep on a double decker up. So, but the door was just in front. So this is the double decker and this is the door. Then if you open the door a bit, it's direct to the sitting room and I can see the TV. So me, I used to tell the house guy, leave the door open. So he leaves it open. So I tie my towel on the doorknob up all the way to my bed so I control to close or
yeah, so innovative.
open. So I used
Smart.
to tell then I open. Then I watch the Nigerian movies. Any kissing scene, go to the room. So I go to the room.
Try do the necessary and you watch it. You're so fake.
It continue. Hey, so the point is, there's a point now where we watched that one for 666, the Nigerian movie. At that time, I used to sleep in the same bed with Ivy. Then Uncle Lucky sleeps up. Then
Slips up.
yeah. Then at that time, me and Ivy peeing on bed competition. My
I
mom
used to sleep up.
and my mom used to say, "Hey, have you seen Alvin? Susu's still here." Anyway, thank God I passed that stage. So this particular day after watching 666, it was so scary at that age. Ivy wakes up in the middle of the night, it's like, Uncle Lucky is sleeping. He tries to ignore. Then he finally says, "Yes, Mama." I'm scared. So for me, I'm what? So for me, Uncle, me too. We go and squeeze Zaddy. Three people.
in your customer.
It is a small bed. Man, you don't believe. I used to be a coward. Do you know I was so much of a coward in that I used to put my sister first. We go to a shop, she's in front. We go anywhere, she's in front. In the evening, she's in front. But I got rid of my fear prayer-wise when I was in A levels, Form 5.
Yo.
Yeah, it was that bad. Even that was my life, or some of my life journeys and best adventurous moments between the age of before 0 till around 10, 11 there. Yeah, that is it, guys.
I feel like I've gone through the whole journey.
Yeah, that's my journey. What I will say about that child between 0 till around 11, I loved how I was brought up. I cannot change anything. My parents always did the best no matter what, just for my upbringing and my siblings. So there's nothing to complain about. Me, I loved it. Whether we are living, for them, maybe they felt, this is the worst life, this is a better life. Me, I never got anything. Me, as long as they're there, both my parents are there and Uncle Luck is there and the rest is there, I'm sorted. So yeah, that was my life in a nutshell in that age group. So next week we shall see Nessie's life finally in Nairobi.
Yes.
Sindio?
Now how my Nairobi life came, the culture shock.
Yes.
Stay
From
tuned.
from Kisumu. Alright guys, this has been very long. I'm sorry for it, but well, I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe. Thank you very much because we are growing constantly. Thank you so much. Just hang in there. We shall bring all these experiences and now relate them into how it has affected our marriage. So don't worry, the point is going to get there, but you need this backstory.
You need the
Yes, exactly.
yes. Yeah.
Alright guys,
See you next week.
bye bye. Subscribe.
Got so fast to try.